this is my video showing my new bracket, wall mount bracket for my Sylvania 1995 B2224. You can get these from Phillips Street Lighting Company firm. They fit in the Sylvania mounting bracket for the B2224. They're getting all the street lights, wall-mounted street lights replaced on the towers I live in, and they threw this bracket in the bin. It's brand new, never used, and they threw it into the dustbin, or skip in other words. So what I did, I found it in the skip with a street light in there. The old Mercury Vapor Phillips street lights. Still working. The only reason why it didn't work when I got it is the Mercury bulb didn't work. That's the Phillips 70 watt 2024 2021 it expired, that bulb. I don't have any 70 watt Mercury Vapor bulbs, but I chucked a Sylvania 80 watt bulb like this one in there. I'll show a separate video of that lamp when I get it all cleaned up. When I'm done getting cleaned, I'll do a proper video. I tested it earlier. I put an 80 watt bulb in there, in the one I've got. I'll do a sneak peek of that. Like, there's the street light. It's called the Phillips Metro lamp. And you can see where it says Metro on it. Metropolitan, that would mean these are Metropolitan street lights, these are. It didn't work when I got it. I realised it was just the bulb, but I got it working. I'm going to clean it up and I'll do a proper video once it's all cleaned up. I put an 80 watt bulb, as I said in that one I just showed, but it works fine with an 80 watt bulb. No, it's supposed to have 70, but it works with an 80 watt. It's only 10 watts higher than the original. But in the moment, while I'm showing this on the brow, I do have my regular LED lamp in here, it will light up. That LED I'm using exactly identical colour to when the Mercury the Mercury Vapor lamps at full brightness. The same colour it does, the Mercury Vapor lamp. Nice little crack on the diffuser right here. I don't really care about a crack like that. It's still a nice fixture. And what I'm going to do in my new place in the future, probably in the next month or so when I get it, I'm actually going to mount that bracket outside on the wall outside my front door. And have this lamp permanently outside the front. I'm going to use I'm going to change the original mounting bolts in the fixture to vandal resistant bolts so they can't be removed by any type of spanner. And I'm going to use special screws to mount it on the wall, not the standard Phillips ones, so it can't be unscrewed easily, so it can't be nicked. And I'm also going to put it above, very high up, so you need a ladder to get to it. And I'm going to have it running constantly with the photocell. That came out of my B2223 street light. I got the name of it now. So I got one of those like the old post-op lamps B2223s. Stroud, no, I can't remember what they call it now, but the B2223, the fancy cover. I'm actually restoring the B2223 because I had to get a new ballast for it because the new diffuser for it to crack the diffuser. They broke the diffuser in half. I was going to get a new diffuser one day for it. This works absolutely fine. This lamp. How was I on the video? Might do a quick. I might actually put the. I'm going to put the Mercury lamp and do a fire up with the Mercury lamp. So you see the Mercury lamp firing up. This has a strap. Has the E27 fitting. In these you can use incandescent if you can get hands on them. Halogen, Mercury Vapor, if it's a Mercury Vapor ballast, and LED. I'm not sure if you can run CFLs off this with the ballast in line, because you can run the LEDs off the ballast. Same with incandescent. Same with halogen. The only downside with incandescent halogen, I know this, I've tested it. It trips the photocell. If you got the photocell in, it trips the photocell. Well, I'll just leave the camera there and I'll fire up and do a microwave warm up. While I've got the camera on while that's going through its warm up stage, I'll go and grab a halogen lamp out from my cupboard and I'll demonstrate what I was talking about. It triggers the photocell once it's got to full brightness. As well, Mum, you know in the bathroom cupboard I got those halogen lamps in the box. Can you get me one of those for me, please? When I did get this lamp, first off, it had a capacitor blow up in it because someone bodged a telephone capacitor in this one across the electricity poles. Not poles, across the electricity terminals, and it exploded in it. Can you please get one of those hydrants in the bathroom for me, please? While I'm filming this warming up. So fill this warm out the full brightness with mercury. I'm going to turn off the incandescent actually. Because he is warming up at full brightness, going to warm up full brightness. Second knife is kicked up to my home. I'm going to put the wire going through the wall of my house, going through the back of the spigot hole, the mill mount bracket as a spigot and into the lamp. And I'm going to have it have conduit go from the spigot to the house as well, because to make it look neat and tidy, the wiring. To wire one of these up, you can, if you're a qualified electrician to do it, you can have hardwired on your circuit breaker box at home, or you can do it the easy way by getting a cheap extension lead from Coles. It costs about $5, or in your store what sells cheap extension leads. Even a second-hand extension lead in a junk shop or thrift store would be a perfect idea. Or if you're not extension line about it, so kink off the broken thing. Like this extension I'm using, up where the plug was up here, it had copper exposed, so I cut it off and used the rest of the extension as a good way of connecting to the lamp. Because I bought one for this to use, and I realised this old one had a kink at the end of the thing where the extension lead goes to the plug, or the socket end of the plug, and I cut it off and used it in the Sylvania. Mostly Sylvania B2224s, like these. Most have the colour code brown for live, blue for neutral, and green for ground. I'm using extension lead like this. It's all colour coded, so you just match the colours up. But sometimes they can have the red for live, black for neutral, and green for ground. For these as well. And sometimes some lamps will have white and black as hot and neutral and green for ground, like the American colour code. I will say if anyone American fans, my American which is one of the in America, you can get these to work in America, but you have to, if you're on the 2 hour phases where you have 120 volts with 2 different phases in your house, that's the only way to get these going, or you have to convert the ballast, take the ballast out and put a 120 volt ballast ones 80 watt bulbs, because that's the only way you can go in America. That's that full bright. You can see it quite up the kitchen quite good. Now I'm gonna I'll come back in a short moment when I've taken the bulb back, because it's going to be quite hot. So I'll do it off camera and change it to the halogen. I'll show you the little problem you have with halogen lamps. This is the problem you have with halogen lamps in the Sylvania B2224 with a photo. So it'll come on. It will turn off again. And that is not because of the light. If I turn the light off, it'll still do it. Right, if I'll show you this, I'll cover up the photocell holder. Cover my hand over the photocell. You can see it's actually the halogen lamp triggering the photocell. If I got my hand over it, doesn't trigger. If I take my hand away, it'll trigger. Now it's gone off again. It'll trigger like this all the time. So if I cover up the photocell hole, it will stay on. So if you want to have these working on halogens, you can't do it because the photocell keeps cutting out the lamp. So take it out. It's not the bulb doing that, it's actually the lamp, because the photocell thinks, because this is working on analog circuit here, I'm pretty sure, it thinks it's the sun, but it's not the sun. I don't know about an incandescent bulb. I've not tried an incandescent bulb with the photocell in, so I'll go and get an incandescent bulb out and I'll see if it actually works. I better turn it off because before the bulb gets hot, it'll get very hot. When I'm mucking about with these lamps and setting them up, they are working on 240 volts. So make sure, if you don't know much of electrics, is get your mum and dad to help you to wire one of these up, because they're not simple. We get one more bulb to test here. Was a standard incandescent bulb. Right, this bulb I've got here is an original incandescent bulb. This is not your halogen, this is actually a proper incandescent one. I'll find out in a sec if this will trigger like the halogen did in the lamp. Is that hot? No. Yeah, it works. Let me see if it but this way I'll see if this will trigger the... It's quite cheap for a light bulb actually, these bulbs. So much I got that one for. Half a day of these Melbourne. I'll find out now if it will trigger with the photocell. Probably will. Yeah, it is. Yes, I'll turn on the light. Probably not. I don't know if it's the light bulb triggering it or not. I'll wait if you check with the light bulb on with the fluorescent bulb, see if it triggers. Because it did trigger there, let me see if it triggers again. Yeah, it is. I'll see if it does a second time. Yeah, let me see if I cover up the photocell. Oh, where's the photocell? I've got my hand over the photocell. I will do it. I don't know if it will turn off. That's strange, not doing it now. Oh yes it is. Needing to say here, you can't run halogen / incandescent bulbs in the Sylvania B2224 with photocell in line, because you're seeing it's triggering the photocell. So if you wanted to run bulbs, well, not mercury vapor in these, or sodium, or what's the other one they have in lamps. I think all was. I know they did hypersodium plus mercury vapor. Can't know if they did another one. I'm gonna have to do a spam. I don't have any CFLs in this house. Well, you can 27. I'll go to my $2 store one day. I'll pick one up, and I'll tell you if it will trigger the photocell or not. Or I might do a YouTube short show on that, because you can't use halogen incandescent and incandescent bulbs in these. But this is an older incandescent what they banned here in Australia. Yeah, a few off eBay. quite cheaply. But I don't really use them. Because I got my railway, I have one in there you can use because my railway room is railway based. I want to have a lamp that looks similar to the railway carriage light bulbs. So when I'm playing trains, sometimes I have this. I won't have it on for long. I have it on for this an hour and I'll turn it off. So the thing about the Sylvania lamps, the bulbs you can run. I know you can do it. It's the main original type. Mercury vapor and high pressure sodium. But you can run LED with the photocell. It will work. It won't shut off. It will only shut off when it's daytime and night time. It will come back on again. Because I am going to set this up outside my house, new home, and have it out as a yard light or front porch light. I'm maybe going to be using Mercury vapor. You can get. I do have a few spares. Yeah, I got 2 there without cartons at work, and I've got 2 preserving in cartons. There's a company in the UK that sells them, brand new Mercury vapor bulbs. So replacements, I actually make the fittings while buys replacements. They're like the original, but they're cheaper. Philips makes Mercury vapor bulbs as well. That's a burnt out one. But I have to find out what you do to dispose of those because I'm not going to find no regular dustbins. I don't know what you have to do to dispose of those. But this is my Sylvania B2224. As you know, you can't run incandescent and halogen with the photocell on in these lamps. It will work, but it will cut off all the time. You can run LED with the photocell, that will work. And incandescent will, the original bulb will work fine. Because this glows the exact same colour. Now, the reason why I think this bulb's working because the same brightness as the original Mercury vapor, same colour. That's why it's not triggering the photocell. But when I have it hooked up properly, I will have this in line and it will be hooked up all the time. But this is a video showing my Sylvania B2224. You can run incandescent and halogen without a photocell, it will work fine. But with the photocell it won't. But I will get myself a E27 Mercury CFL, and I will try that on this thing with the ballast in line with the photocell, see if it triggers it. If it doesn't, it'll prove you can use that. But I may be running into the Mercury vapor and have it in my new home. But this is my Sylvania 995 B2224.